What up, world? It's Eternal Authenticity, broadcasting live, youtube.com/help make a difference. Here we are right here. Eternal Authenticity. Follow us on Instagram, youtube.com/help make a difference. youtube.com/help make a difference. Help make a difference. Anyways, that's my manual paper copy. Sometimes I do free up storage space to add, effects or whatnot to show my own watermark, thing. And yes, I'm always developing my skills on that. At the same time, I'm doing the best with what I have. Of course, you know, I'm not the one with, going around saying I'm Mr. Perfect and stuff like that. So I'm doing the best I can with what I have. Of course, I'm very aware of being able to upgrade, and whatnot. At the same time, I have what I have. I'm being more with less. So, anyways, today's video is about anger, grudges, and, just heavy energy within us. So I've been doing a lot of videos speaking about it, speaking upon it, what's been helping me throughout my voyage, and like for me, personally, it is healthy to be able to express ourselves, our raw emotions and feelings, like how, and that's why like a lot of people are way too hard on themselves. And I guess that's why my mentors, couple of mentors are saying, hey, that they're letting me know that, hey, I'm gonna have the last laugh. They're confirming that Sky, eternal authenticity, that I'm going to have the last laugh in the long run because I'm always staying true to myself. With that being said, about anger, about angry feelings, about expressing our emotions, being sensitive, etc., that's healthy, so like take it for instance. Let's say all you do is you just are a bookworm. All you do is you're on the computer, and you're working, plugging in statistics, data, whatever, in some corporate office. You're always studying in the library. You're always working. You don't even have time for a love life. You don't even have time for yourself to just take care of yourself, but you're just addicted and consumed into this system and into just a lifestyle of a robotic lifestyle, so like you become detached from your emotions and your feelings and whatnot, to where, hey, you may have a decent amount of money, but at the same time, you're looking at us and you're like, wow, they may not have a whole lot, but they're happy and they have some love and freedom, and ultimately I'm striving to have the best of both worlds, a lot of money and, spiritual love, harmony, so, and I will manifest that. It's only the beginning. Anyways, the point I'm making is just like the example I made about the individual. Let's say they just are always working, they don't have any time truly to spend with the loved one. They don't have any time truly to really pamper themselves and, practice self-love. So they become stressed out, and a lot of their emotions and feelings get buried and hidden deep within them, repression, suppression, depression, you know. So like it's all inside, caved inside of them, but like go to go and think about like how it was maybe in school, middle school, high school, elementary school, college, whatever. I'm aware, a lot of it was a lie, but at the same time, I always extract the gold from it. Physical education, PE class, we were out there running, playing sports, actually learning about some truthful stuff, stuff that's actually legit, simple stuff like, hey, get some exercise daily, weekly. Hey, drink a lot of water and stay hydrated. Hey, fruits and vegetables. That's why I loved health, what I'm saying, and sports and stuff like that because, hey, it was a way for me to just be able to channel that energy, because we all have sexual energy and just various energy within us. We're not supposed to just be behind a computer screen all day. We're not supposed to be inside a cage all day. We're not, honestly. We're supposed to be living a holistic lifestyle, making sure we're getting out into nature, drinking plenty of water, having fruits and vegetables, smoothies, teas, having a love life, writing, reading, traveling, going to the gym, going to different stuff, maybe practicing yoga, you know, the list goes on. There's so much. But the point I'm making is just like in school or whatever, whenever we're in sports, let's say you're a cheerleader, a football player, basketball player, track and field, cross country, baseball, tennis, whatever the case may be, in your practice, you're able finally to take a break from just being inside a classroom all day, in a cold air conditioning, you know, inside concrete walls and whatnot. Finally, you're able to break free and be alive and get some fresh air and whatnot. And in football, guess what? There's a lot of tackling. There's a lot of collisions, and guess what? You're able to let all that. You're able to express your energy. I'm not saying you have to hurt nobody, but I'm saying like you're at least able to like let some of that energy out, in a healthy way, and like I'm able to speak about this because like whenever we graduate from high school, any type of school, college, whatever, maybe we're not into the sports no more, on a whole nother level, and we're just on our own. We're into the work field, the workforce, where we're working, where we're studying, whatever. We're in a transition phase. In those times, that's crucial for us to like be able to still keep up with like being able to channel our energy, with going to the gym, even though we may not have a coach or even enough money to hire a personal trainer and we're not in school anymore and it's, kind of on us, our mentors that we can tune into through YouTube or whatever, like, it's on us. We got to figure it out. They don't teach us about love and relationships, how to love a woman, and they don't teach the ladies how to love us men, So like that's something we all end up figuring out and learning, and like I'm able to speak about about this because like, I noticed that, you know, whenever we finally do get in relationships after school, it's a whole heightened level. We have a lot more freedom, we're a lot more grown, we're a lot more mature, and like we're learning how to deal with the world and balance that, harmonize that out with a love life, building a love life or whatever, So like with a love life, for us men, when we're getting to know a woman and when the woman is getting to know us men, guess what? It's a mirror, So like we highlight each other on stuff that we can work on, and we also can benefit and add to each other great quality things, happiness onto our own happiness that we're supposed to have already within us, So the point I'm making is like, finally, because all throughout school and stuff, I never had a real long-term relationship at all. I was around a lot of so-called friends, classmates or whatever who were in long-term relationships in school, but they were always arguing, fussing, and fighting. I never was in a long-term relationship in school. I might have had something, as I was starting to graduate from high school for maybe about a month or 6 weeks, something like that, but nothing long, because we were so busy just worried about all the classes that we're taking, worried about what scholarships to apply for, worried about what college to go to, worried about tests, worried about just sports, worried about, like everything. We had so much going on, and it didn't happen. But I noticed whenever we graduate, finally we free up some more space and we become more free and on our own, on our own divine path. And like finally, that's when it all comes out. Whenever we get in the relationship with, for us men, we get with the woman, and for women, they get with the man, and like that's the first time we're able to become like vulnerable, you know what I mean, with the complementary sex, you know what I mean, sensitive, the first time living with a woman intimately, and for ladies, the first time living with a man intimately, so like that's a big step, especially for some of us, like myself, who were raised as an only child, you know what I'm saying? Like that's a big jump, so like, it's stepping into unknown territory, to be honest. But like I will say though that like the fact that I've went vegan, that already is already a healing step, a step to awaken anybody, to awaken myself, to free myself up, to heal myself, to open myself up, to be able to express myself truly, honestly, how I feel, to become healthier, to protect the animals, and I'm overall benefiting the environment by just recycling, reducing, not even producing any type of waste, but by me just being organic, I'm benefiting a lot, so like whenever I got tested by the universe by some really harsh resistance, some toxic, extremely hardcore negative narcissistic type of energy, that was my time and my chances to speak up for myself finally, after so many years of just being told to hush up, after so many years of being told, I'm not good enough, after so many years of being told for me to be told to be quiet, and I'm crazy and this and that, and and they don't want to listen to me and stuff. But finally, as I began to heal, and I'm healing, it's a long process. I'm only 3 years into being a vegan, so get ready for it, because I'm not going anywhere, for 100 years, in terms of me evolving. I'm always going to be evolving for the next 100 years and beyond. I'm going to travel. I'm planning on traveling. I have ambitions and intentions of traveling. I just have to gather the resources to do so. But anyways, about anger and stuff like that, finally in the relationships, I finally was able to, open up, and they were able to open up, because it's like right then it helped me to get a grounded perspective of the world, because in football, basketball, and these professional sports and stuff like that, every day, every night, of course, they're playing against the same, you know, companion. You know what I mean? The same, men are in men's basketball, women are in women's basketball. But I'm saying whenever you get in a relationship, that's the most vulnerable you can be, because it's like, I'm not going to be with no man. You know what I'm saying? I'm a straight man forever. Nobody will change that. So like the most deepest intimate connection is with our spouse. The spouse, the intimate partner who we truly, truly are honoring as our twin flame, the one, whatever you want to call it, to actually have a family and to be there with us, when we're in our 70s, 80s, and 90s, still in love. That's the most ultimate connection, the key holder, because it's like they're the ones that's making love with us, the woman, and for ladies, the man, like nobody else is doing that. You know what I mean? So that's a deep, sacred connection. So like there'll be tests on both sides, to get the grooves right, to make sure the key fits in the lock. You know what I'm saying? Positive and negative. You know what I'm saying? Masculine and feminine, yin and yang, making sure the groove fits well, so that I'm playing my role and that she's playing her role. Because, when in terms of true marriage, true evolution, trust, and actually having a family, a child, and stuff like that, that's not something to play with. That's not something to play with at all. That's something that a true loving connection is a real agreement where both are partnered up together. And I'm refusing to ever settle for a half-assed connection where I'm the only one doing all of the work, where the woman is nowhere to be found. I'm refusing to have that happen. I'm only stating and asking the universe to bless me with a truly 100% supportive woman who is there with myself and the child that we have, and we raise the child together day in and day out, every day, no excuses, and we can have multiple children, grandchildren, and live a long, happy life. I'm refusing to settle for anything less than that. You know what I mean? So that's that. And like what I meant by anger and suppressing feelings, depression, and stuff like that, that's where it comes out. Because it's like when you're going throughout the world, friends go, so-called friends, they're not even friends. They don't answer our calls. They don't pick up the text messages. They don't show up and ask us how we are. They don't text us messages how we're feeling, this and that. They don't even care. They're in la la land, stuck in the matrix somewhere. So they're out of the picture. Parents, family, that's a huge generation gap. They've already lived their life. They're on a whole nother state of mind, and that's okay. And we're just figuring our way throughout the world. So like that's where we're supposed to let it out and to learn, how to do it in a healthy way, to forgive ourselves, and to apply that new information that we have learned through these relationships or whatever, of expressing ourselves out. We got to use our intuition on stuff too. Like where the relationship, it just is like the key doesn't fit. Like the key is just way too big, and the groove of the slot where you put the key in is super small and it's jammed packed. That's a red flag. That's a key indicator that, hey, it's time to move on. At least you let it out, all what you had to say, all your suppressed feelings and emotions. But guess what? It's like you're forcing it, you know, and we keep on learning that time and time again until ultimately we become a vibrational match to attracting our true divine twin flame reflection, where it just works, it flows, it's smooth, and it's real. You know what I'm saying? It's real, so it's something that we can work with, and we can apply all of that information, all of those learning experiences of anger, of, suppressed and depression, repressed feelings, angry feelings, toxic relationships, all that stuff that we have gone through or whatnot. We can apply all that information and become wise, and we can apply it to the real connection that's truly meant for us. And we can be wise and actually not mess it up. We can actually keep the peace. We can actually be harmonious and healthy, and just let all the other stuff go. Dump all of our baggage and let it go. That's what a metamorphosis is. That's what true growth is. That's what an awakening is. It's pure expansion and staying in tune with Mother Nature, Mother Gaia, God, the universe, love, the force, whatever you want to call it. Is that type of connection, where you're finally able to just let that go and just follow your heart and your intuition on all the different given events and circumstances that you've been through. Nature is the best teacher, you know what I mean? And it teaches us not to hold on to anger and resentment, and to, be mindful of vibrations, and that, hey, I'm worthy of the best, So like, life is a feeling process. It's like musical chairs until we finally get into alignment with the chair that we're supposed to be with, and that's where the magic begins. And it's only the beginning. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm coming from about that. Express yourself, speak your truth, just always be intelligent with it. That's why I had to leave a lot of environments and circumstances and people and places, because they don't serve me. It doesn't serve me at all, and I'm only looking to be with uplifting, inspiring energy that's always nurturing my soul, nourishing my spirit, and uplifting humanity truly. You know what I mean? So That's why I'm glad that I've stayed surrendered up, and I didn't have to cross the line. I honor all life. That's why I'm a vegan, like I'm able to sleep at night, honestly, because of these simple choices, many people, they go way too far, and, that's on them. You know what I'm saying? I'm just grateful that I have intelligence and, you know, I'm able to move forward at a turtle's pace, always learning. At the same time, I'm able to still share, create, teach, coach, guide, and inspire many people, just by me becoming more healthier and showing up. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's got to show up every generation to help keep the torch, pass the torch of inspiration, the flame. You know what I'm saying? Just like in the Olympics. That's what I'm doing with this YouTube stuff. I'm carrying the torch, and with that, I'm able to inspire other people, and that's how world, global, universal change for the better happens with simple seeds like this that I'm planting. So, anyways, y'all have an amazing day. Again, this is Eternal Authenticity, broadcasting live, youtube.com/help make a difference. Help make a difference. Eternal Authenticity. Yeah. But anyways, thank you all for watching. I appreciate y'all. Drop some comments below with what you're going through, about how you can relate with all this stuff. And y'all have an amazing day. Follow us on Instagram at Eternal Authenticity. Check out the links below in the description. Help us out. We will help you out. Health and wellness consultations, I'm able to provide whenever. It's Eternal Authenticity, broadcasting live. Peace.